Yo, do you really think that these are going to be the only playable characters in Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Do you really think that these are going to be the only worlds in Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Our recent Direct revealed a lot, but not everything. Typically, in these mainline Mario games, we don't just defeat Bowser or complete whatever the main objective is and then call it a day. Oftentimes, the game has more to offer after the main plot. Examples of this include bonus levels, obtain playable characters, and even online minigames. If you haven't gotten the idea already, I will be predicting the post-plot game and what it has to offer. What happens after we save the Flower Kingdom from Bowser? This video is divided into 3 chapters. Each of them discusses what I think will happen and why. Before we begin, I suggest hitting that wonderful subscribe button if you want to see more Super Mario Bros. Wonder content. I'm new to this, so it would definitely help a bunch. Anyways, let us begin. Bonus worlds. After defeating Bowser and restoring the Flower Kingdom, I think we will be surprised with bonus worlds and levels. This is because almost every other mainline Mario game, especially recent ones, have had bonus worlds unlocked after saving Princess Peach. Super Mario Galaxy had the Garden Dome, Galaxy 2 had World S, Super Mario 3D World had 4 bonus worlds, and even Super Mario Odyssey had 3 post-plot kingdoms. I think that Mario Bros. Wonder will have at most 3 bonus worlds. I feel like anything more would be way too much. I think all of these worlds will fall under a separate kingdom from the Flower Kingdom, which I will label as the bonus kingdom for this video. Now, I want to share some of my predictions and concepts for the types of bonus worlds we can see in terms of themes and gimmicks. First of all, I'm seeing a world that is completely inspired by the Mushroom Kingdom. Especially with the addition of Daisy and Toadette, we just have so many significant characters of the Mushroom Kingdom in our playable cast to the point where it's very likely to see the Mushroom Kingdom here in some shape or form. I can imagine us actually going inside of the castle and even exploring surrounding areas. My concept for this is very similar to Super Mario Odyssey's post-plot Mushroom Kingdom. There's even a floating island with Yoshi's house, so they can really add anything as long as it feels like the Mushroom Kingdom. Speaking of Yoshi, the second idea I have for a bonus world is full-on Yoshi's Island themed. Yoshi's Island would make a grand return in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. To make it more distinct from the other island level in the game, I would make it a nighttime kingdom. Enemies such as Birdos inhibit the island, and we can even fight classic Yoshi's Island bosses like Kamek. I can imagine something like this happening because this game, like the Yoshi's Island games, just has this really adorable and colorful vibe to it. It just makes sense to me. I can't really justify my prediction because it's honestly just a gut feeling. Maybe the fact that we have multiple Yoshi colors in the character roster can help, but yeah, I think we're gonna see a Yoshi's Island themed bonus world, which would be out of this world. You know what else is out of this world? My third bonus world prediction. Literally, it's outer space. I feel like outer space as the final world of the game just makes sense because the last 2 games did it too. Outer space in general is also just very superior compared to basic terrain such as deserts or islands. It is also already present through one of the Wonder effects. Out of all 3 predictions I've made, I think the outer space world is the most likely. Here is a mini-map that I had an AI generate for me. This is almost exactly how I imagined my prediction for the bonus worlds. Enough of bonus worlds. Let's move on to bonus characters. I know that we already have a really big character roster, but I still think there is at least one more that we can unlock, specifically after the main plot. This is because introducing an unlockable character, especially a fan favorite, can add an element of surprise and excitement, giving players an additional reason to replay the game and discover new content, which can enhance the overall replay value and enjoyment of the game. If your favorite character happens to be unlockable only after the plot, wouldn't you want to replay the game completely with that character? Now, let's talk about which characters are likely to be obtained post-plot. I have 5 candidates and I actually made a poll about them recently. All of these characters make sense, or may appear so, to be in the game, but some make more sense than others. First of all, Waluigi. He's not happening. I don't even need to explain. Bye, dude. Pauline, my second candidate, is also just very unlikely. She does not fit with the Super Mario Bros. Wonder setting at all. The game is all about nature, and her entire character opposes that. Wario actually does make sense to be in the game, and he has a better chance of making it than both Waluigi and Pauline combined. Compared to my later candidates, I still think he's less likely to appear because he has his own series of mainline games, and I think they just want to stick to that. He's probably only in spin-off Mario games because he started off as a Mario character, but he has shifted away to his own franchise. Next, we have Rosalina. Out of this list, I think that Rosalina is the most likely to show up. She embodies a great fit to the game's overall theme. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is, without a doubt, a very magical game with very magical features. Rosalina is a very powerful princess that can control pretty much anything she wants to in the entire cosmos, just like how the Wonder Flower effect causes the entire world to go crazy with some wacky magic. There's also the fact that we have Princess Peach and Princess Daisy as playable characters, but not Princess Rosalina. This is the 2D game for Rosalina, and I really don't see any reason why she can't be in the game. Toadsworth is the last candidate on my list. I felt iffy about this, but I feel like he has a chance to make a grand return and become playable simply because of how many toads there are in the game. From Toadette to the Toad colors, and even the little poplin creatures that heavily resemble Toad. Compared to Rosalina, I think he's way less likely, but in my opinion, he's still more likely than Wario. Like, if they were only to add one character after beating the game, between Rosalina and Toadsworth, it would most likely be Rosalina. Toadsworth would definitely be a really weird addition, but I can honestly see it happening. Enough of characters now. Let's talk about online minigames. A relatively recent trend was introduced in Super Mario Odyssey with its Balloon World. This feature is unlocked after completing the main game, enabling players to go online and either hide balloons for others to find, or search for hidden balloons, earning rewards either way. These minigames encourage players to explore every inch and corner of the in-game world, potentially uncovering numerous Easter eggs in the process. The idea of expanding this concept is exciting. For instance, consider the introduction of time trials, where players aim to set personal or global speed records in completing specific levels, kind of like the friendly runs in Super Mario Run. The potential for a variety of minigames is vast. These additions not only maintain player interest, but also boost community growth and interaction, making them a valuable asset to the gaming experience. And it can be good for the game, Nintendo, and its players all at once. So yeah, those are my ideas for the post-plot experience in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The game comes out in less than 2 weeks, so let's see what I'm right about, if anything at all. I'm truly excited for this game. How about you? What are your hopes and ideas for this game? Leave a comment. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time. Peace out.